Hey, NASDAQ, where you get the best dope? In the markets. I am your technical analyst, ex old human floor trader, independent. They called them locals. What are we looking at here? Look at this 1973. Look at this. This is at about a price of about 17. Okay. In July 9th. Okay. 17. This is at 37 by August 16th. Okay. This is meal at the same time over here. This is the 70s, the 70s run up. It was called the Great Grain Robbery. Anyway, here I'm just looking at some bean oil spreads here. This is actually March 26, July 26, minus 48. So this is a bean oil chart here. And we can see this long-term trend line here. Let's go take a stroll in here. We're just looking at the charts. Oh, okay, look at that. Here, hits here. All right. All right, possibly. All right, here, breakout. Okay, here, kind of catch here. Okay, and here we are right here. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, let's see what this is from anyway. Okay, '01 and '05. Okay, here's my point here. So we got a trend line from '01 and '05. Okay, so they were lows. We saw that. Okay, so let's just say I'm going to make this up to make a point. Let's just say that's on a half of 1% inflation. Okay, just one half. Okay, I don't want to say one. Okay, I'd rather pick a number lower than that. Okay, so say we see that as value because something happened in '01 and '05, and that was just and so then when we get back down, we're back at this half of a percent only bean oil kind of thing. Okay, and that's not really a good example, but it's a point I'm trying to make here about why trend lines. You look at them and you say, oh yeah, that's a stupid trend line. Anybody could do that. But if you think about it, when if events were happening, it was kind of like a baseline. It's kind of like a baseline with the yield with the USDA. All right, this I started out as well. No, I didn't start out as a joke, but over here, this was when the Fed cut to save the Chinese stock market. Okay, this is multi-year low. Okay, and we're just bobbing. Here's Goldman buys. Okay, Stevie Cohen buys. Okay, it's well advertised. Okay, people buying it. Okay, and anyway, this is when the Federal Reserve cut rates. This is a China stock. Okay, this is called the A50. Okay, so we'll just say it's an index. Okay, so they run in the shorts, just like Miles Gal said. Anyway, this, it's the FTSE A50. So we had an olive line over here, because this is, this was the power of running in the shorts. Okay, and then look at this. And then we come right back down here. Okay, this is why you have to have your open orders in. What was the low there? 1216. Look at the numbers. 1216. It might have been. Okay. All right. Here, the opening. You'd have been filled on the opening, okay? Because you're not buying that. The opening is 1256. And look at this. You'd have to have like a standing bid in there. Well, anyway, we came up here, and now we're kind of failing up at these olives. Okay, they're not huge, but they're pretty good. If in fact China's going to go into a revolution, and if the CCP model was to collapse, the communist model, and that verdict's out, people are sold that China's going to take over the world. Okay, this is the Canadian dollar. Okay, now this is why you would pay for your own education so you could do this chart yourself. Here, this is an olive line here. 70-80, call it 70-85, 70-84-6. Okay, let's just see what this is here, man. '08 and '02. Okay, '08 and '02. Okay, so whatever it was in my studies, That comes up right there. 780. What was the low? 70.84 half. You're filled. You're filled. Exactly. Exactly. Because it's a point 0.5 of a penny is a tick. And okay, and look at this one. Here we miss it by a tick and a half. Okay, that's how exact these levels. So this is in the Canadian dollar, D's contract, 70.84.6. You know, olive line. And look at this. You got these within this 10 ticks, right? 785, 70, 75. Okay, and then you got a green right in the middle of that. Okay, you know, so that's a nice trade area, and you know, here we're at, oh wow, look at that, we're 50 ticks off at 70.85 up to 71.35, you know. But anyway, that just happened here in November. Okay. As a matter of fact, here, let me put on this other study here so we can see this. This guy. Oh, okay. All right. So this is the Canadian dollar. You know, so now you could have some kind of things here. Trend lines, you know, trend line here. See here. Do you want a trend line here? This would be going forward. You know, and you want to have your magnets on there. And we could do another one with this, you know, so it's right on there, you know. So these are a couple of them. 71.44, 71.58 plus. You got those things, see, because the brown is a trend line. You know, if you're looking at my charts and you're just like, well, where the hell is that thing? Because you know it's displayed, it means it's right exactly on top of it. So two numbers at exactly that level. You know, you play it. 3 ticks either way, you know, and you keep going at it. Okay, here, check this out. This was in 25. When was this? July of 25. So this was right after Liberation Day. Where was that? February, okay. This was when, so the pound was getting stronger. This is the British pound. But anyway, you had an olive line sell up here. There's 2 of them. See this other one? See how it's the exact bar, the 1 bar? What is this? Oh, this is a monthly. Okay. Here. So if in fact you learned, you know, and maybe this isn't for you here, this one right here. Okay, this month you go up here and you close here. Okay, here you blow through, you come up, you kiss that thick one. Did they? 37.61. It missed. 37.64. Okay. And here, and we're coming down to a green here. You know, you can go from the olive to the green. Okay, that's in the British pound, but I'm just making a point on, well, I don't know, if you need some numbers. All right, this is the DB, okay, this is the Euro Bund 10-year. Okay, I just have the whole thing here. Here's the history of rates. Okay, so as a matter of fact, hang on a second. Okay, so these are the Euro Bunds. Okay, these would be like I believe it's the German Bunds. And so this would be actually, we do have an orange here. This is a really long-term orange here also. So here's a green. Oh yeah, and look at that. There's the red. This would be on the way down. Okay, come down to a red. Not the, okay. Oh yeah, and look at this. This is the green of that. Okay, this is the only studies I have. Okay, so this is the light green. Here's the red. And then on the way down, here's the green. Okay, okay, they're chopping the piss out of everybody here. Then here, new lows by a smidge. Okay, there's your olives down below. 122.34, 118.87. Although this is probably D, so you know, it's just my look at the Euro Bund. Here's the Brazilian real. We're just looking at these things, okay? This is just kind of macro. What's going on? Here, Euro next top 30, France. France, Germany industrials. I have no idea what this is, okay? It's a chart. Where the hell do those come from? This looks like it's got some other different kind of study on from something else. There must have been a replicated chart, I'm guessing here. I don't think those are right. Because that would be like a target up there. I don't think this is right. I don't see anything over here. It doesn't look like it belongs. Okay, but that's that here. Let's go through here. Okay. Groupo, financial. Okay, here, look at this. We went down to this This is a monthly here too. Okay. What is this? Is this right? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so this is whatever stock this is. And what is this? LAAC. All right, that doesn't look like it's working here. Loma Negra Company. Look at this. What is this? Oh, Argentina. Okay, well, let's just go. Oh, man. See, you can't really, with those spikes, because it's Argentina. This isn't good. This would be right over here. This would be looking over here right now. So, as a matter of fact, let's take that off. Yeah, let's go this, actually. What am I doing here? Okay, there's your numbers right now. In this particular Argentina stock, okay? LOMA. Loma Negra. Compania. What do we got here? Telecom Argentina. What do we got? High tick. Low tick. Okay, 1331. Wouldn't. Then look at this one. Oh, okay, here, hang on a second. We've seen this before. Terrarium. Is this the commodity? Is this the commodity one? I remember this stock from before. Anyway. All right, we'll finish up, and this is kind of, I don't, my little videos here, they don't really, I just kind of start out with a thought. Here's Moderna. This is the, what is this called? Merchants of Death page. Here's Pfizer. There's an olive buy here, 21.14 in Pfizer. What are we at? 25.71. Okay, see the black right there? That means it's the last price. Right here too, 25.01. What are these things? Both the same price, huh? Huh. What'd this top out at? What's this, about 170 or something like that? Okay, and what'd this top out at? 61. Okay. These guys, I think their poison was 1,000% stronger. J&J quarterly. Look at that. And what is this? Oh, Eli Lilly. As a matter of fact, oh, this is in percent. This is in percent. You know what this looks like? This is down on, oh, it's not down on the year. That looked like one of those hyperscaler. Anyway, okay, we're going to call this a wrap. If you do have, say, a portfolio of stocks and you want to see, you want to see some of those long-term things, get a hold of me. Email me, arp@nasdog.com. Junk mail, man, it's really getting crazy. All right, thanks. Have a nice day. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk. The market will always talk to you. You have to listen. Thanks. Have a nice day.